Hello everyone, this is Ayushi. I'm currently interning under Alexis and Company. I'm going to deal today about discharge of contract. So, firstly, by giving a discharge of contract by remission, in that, firstly, I'll give the introduction what is discharge of contract. As per the Indian Contract Act 1872, discharge of contract means the termination of a contractual relationship between parties. Means the termination of contractual obligation between the parties and making the agreement or contract null. So it is a discharge when it ceases to operate. That is when the rights and obligations created by and between and parties that come to an end. So basically, there are the four type of discharge modes of discharge that is given in the Indian Contract Act 1872. So firstly the that is by performance, that is given in section 31 to 67, by impossibility of performance, that is given in between the section 56, and by agreement section 62 to 67, and by breach section 39. So discharge by performance, it is what is discharge by performance? When a contract is said to be discharged or performance when both the parties perform all the primary obligations and both express and implied which are set under the contract. So that the obligation is considered performed only if the performance complies with the standard performance required. A failure to do so is a breach. So discharge by breach of contract means a breach of contract occurs when a two party renounces his liability under it and or by his own makes it impossible that he should perform his obligation under it or totally or partially to perform such obligations. So the failure to perform on renunciations may take place when the time for performance has arrived or even before that. Thus breaches of two kinds. In both the cases, the breach discharge of the contract. In the case of an actual breach, the performance retains his right of action for damages. So an anticipatory breach of contract, the promisee cannot file a suit of damages. It can also discharge the promises from performing his part of the contract. So we'll see what is discharge by impossibility of performance. That is section 36. So when if it is impossible for any of the parties to contract to perform their obligation, then the impossibility of performance leads to discharge of the contract. So if the impossibility exists from the start, then it is an impossibility ab initio. From the however, the impossibility might also later due to as unforeseen changes in the law, destruction of subject matter essential to performance, the non-existence or non-occurrence of the particular state of the things which was considered as a given for the performance. So what is discharge by agreement? So, as per Section 62 of the Indian Contract Act 1872, whose heading is Effect of Novation, Rescission, Alternation of a Contract, if the parties to a contract agree to substitute a new contract or an original contract need not to be performed. So there are basically six types of discharge of a contract by agreement. That is novation, rescission, alternation, a remission, waiver, or merger. So what is novation? So when the parties to a contract agree to substitute the existing contract with a new contract, then it is called the novation. This is also given in the judgment, that is case law, that is Scarp versus Jardine. Basically, novation is of two types: a novation involving change of the parties, a novation involving substitutes of a new contract in the place of the old. And what is rescission? So the section permits the party to rescind their contract. Means when an old contract is rescinded and is replaced by a new one, the old one will not revive only for the reason that there has been a failure to keep new promises. The parties may, however, by mutual consent, restore the original, and then the original will revive and become binding on the parties. So this also given in the case law, that is R.N. Kumar versus R.K. Sorrell. What is alternation? Alternation of a contract may take place when one or more of the terms of a contract are altered by a mutual consent of the parties to the contract. In such a case, the old contract is discharged. So that is given in the case, that is United Indian Insurance Company Limited versus KG Corporation. Next, we'll deal with what is waiver. So waiver to dispense with means waiver, that is like to dispense with, which means that the party entitled to claim performance may waive it. So the Supreme Court had already laid down that in the woman Srinivas Kini versus Ratilal Bhagwan Das and company, that waiver is the abundant of a right which normally everybody is at liberty to waive. So it signifies nothing more than an intention not to insist upon the right. So what is discharge by remission then? So in section 63 allows a party to contract to dispense with the performance of the contract by the other party, or to extend the time of performing, or to accept any other satisfaction instead of performance. So according to section 64 of Indian contract, when a person at whose option a contract is voidable rescinded it, and the other party thereto need not perform his promise, the section permits that a party who's entitled to performance of a contract is dispensed with or remit, either wholly or in part, the performance of a contract, or extend the time of performance, or accept any other satisfaction instead of performance. So what is dispensing with or remitting performances? So when the promisee has been authorized by above stated provision, like which I have stated now, and have he may fully forego his claim, or may agree to a smaller amount in full satisfaction of the whole amount, that is like given in the case Amarnath versus Bharat Heavy Electricals. So accepting performance from a third party. So extending the time of contract, that is the section 63 C permits the promisee to grant extension of a time for the performance of the contract, and no consideration is needed for the same. So the extension of time must be the mutual understanding between the parties. So another is accepting any other satisfaction instead of performance. And the contract or remission in the section 63 permit that the promisee to accept any other satisfaction in lieu of agreed performance, and this would discharge the promisor. That is accord and satisfaction. To accept alternate performance to discharge an existing obligation, and the subsequent performance of the agreement made after breach whereby some consideration other than the legal remedy is to be accepted by the party, not in fault, not in fault, followed by subsequent performance of the substitute consideration. So the liability arising out of breach of a contract may be discharged by accord and satisfaction. So, so basically we can conclude that discharge of contract is referred when there is a need to put an end to a contract. It can be performed by various as described in this earlier, and it is often when the parties, the contractor, unwillingly to perform the contract or refuse to perform the contract. It is basically an act of making a contract and agreement null, so that contract in which they have entered in order to perform as they are bound by the law accordingly.